Hey, welcome to this video, and I just want to remind you of something very important and pertinent because we are in this time where things are really getting rough in the world, and that's on a global scale. But even in our personal lives, there are days that are different from other days. You can wake up on a day and your car breaks down, you miss the train, you lose your wallet, and you learn that your stocks just crumbled and a loved one is sick, and it seems like everything wrong is happening to you at the same time. And you may even think perhaps God is not there, God has abandoned you, or God is intentionally mad at you. And that kind of feeling kind of makes sense, especially given the kind of gospel we get today, the happy, happy, happy gospel. But not like I have anything against the happy, happy gospel. It's just that these kind of days are part of life. Even the great King Solomon says that we should enjoy the happy days, but we should not also forget that the sad days are coming. All of them are part of life. So the first thing you need to do is to understand that this happens. It's not some spiritual attack, at least not necessarily. It's not some gang up of the wicked. Rather, it's in such times that God is one testing our patience. You remember in James, it tells us that we should count it all joy when we go through various trials. You can be going through trials in your career where the people who are supposed to work with you or you're to be accountable to are doing all they can to ruin your life, and then you have to yet keep your composure in all this. That's what the scriptures is talking about. Going through various trials, we should count it joy because that trial produces patience in us. Patience. Remember, God celebrated Moses in scriptures as the most meek man on the planet. Now think about it, the amount of power, the amount of authority that Moses had under his control to have seen God. And the thing he messed up was to strike that rock when he would have spoken to it. And I think that was probably when he was at his worst. He was fed up. But imagine if Moses was not that meek and having all that kind of power available to him. I think if it's me and you, we would have probably even raised out the stubborn Israelites and moved on with our lives. But that is why God put Moses there, because of that meekness, because he could only entrust you with a new level of power, a new level of authority, a new level of responsibilities when you can keep your cool under pressure. And that's what the Bible talks about, that these trials produce in us patience. But we should let that patience have its free course, because if you go around getting mad, transferring aggression, asking God, why me, and trying to lose your faith, people even say, God, if you don't change this by this time, I'm backsliding. Well, good luck with that. Sorry, but that doesn't change God. That doesn't affect him. Rather, we should be able to remember one truth and be convicted beyond every reasonable doubt, beyond every visible evidence, that God will never abandon us. Now, if you can click on this video and this is the only thing you remember, then that is going to help you for the rest of your life. If you can remember, get it convicted in your spirit that God will never abandon you. Now Jesus said, lo, I'm with you always, even till the end of the earth. You must get to the point that like the three Hebrew boys, that even if I'm in the fiery furnace of life and life has served me its worst cards, I am convinced, convicted, assured that God is still for me, God is still with me, and God is fighting for me. This is a state where we have let patience have its free course in us. It's the state where we have developed and improved on our meekness. And it's that state where we are telling God we are ready for more responsibilities. We are ready for more authority to handle kingdom things to be handed down to us. So I don't want you to get all exasperated if things aren't going exactly the way you want, but you have to understand that in all these trials, God is trying to work something in our lives, and how amazing it is if we can cooperate and align ourselves to get transformed through these experiences to become the perfect people that He needs to accomplish His plans and purposes on earth. So I want to encourage you, don't get overwhelmed, don't get exasperated. God will never abandon you. God is there for you. Jesus is right closest to you, even in this time, than He has ever been. So have faith, be strong, and crush it in your meekness. So if this video blessed you, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here. A big shout out to our amazing family of dominators. We're on our countdown to 500,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to you that we have come this far. So thank you so much. An amazing and bigger shout out to all our Patreons who support us and help us produce amazing content like this. You too can do the same by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.